What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And yes, sir, man. This is the AEW Rampage review video right after I did the Friday Night SmackDown. Next, I'm going to be talking about what exactly went down. And then there's not that much to talk about. Only just like a couple of matches and a few segments to hype things up for big business and even AEW Dynasty. And we got a match that started the show, which I would say this was the I'm not sure if it's second or third best match. Maybe I'll give it the second best because this match was the AEW Tag Team Championships. And I'd say the Robin Renegade match against Julia Hart comes in third, even though Robin Renegade took Julia Hart to her limit. But at the same time, we all knew it was gonna be a typical squash match at the end of the match. But anyway, this is where we start off with Orange Cassidy taking on what's his name? Orange Cassidy start off with the Butcher in this match with him and his best friend teammate, Trent Beretta, taking on the Butcher and Kip Sabian. I think it was Trent Beretta. This is where he started hitting forearm strikes right into the face of right onto what's his name, the Butcher. This is where Butcher's like, "Come on, I thought you were all up, hitting me with those big forearms. Don't back down on me now. What would be the point of you hitting me like that?" This is where he tried to go for a suplex. Trent Beretta flips out of it. This is where he ducks out of the clothesline. Hit a step up instant-giri right onto him, trying to stay in the lead. This is where he hits a big running knife edge chops when what's his name, the Butcher was right into the bottom left side, which I believe Gunther probably heard it right across the country, wherever he was at, where probably complete opposite where AEW was at, and he probably heard it. Is where I think he was completely triggered after hearing such a long and loud distance chop that he ever heard from anybody, which I believe Trent Beretta's probably in the number nine spot of the envy list now for hitting such maneuver. This is where we try to go for a tornado DDT right on the Butcher, but the Butcher hit a big shoulder tackle. This is where Kip Sabian tried to jump right over the top rope. This is where Orange Cassidy bent him to and nearly jump over, but this is where Kip Sabian was like, "Never mind, I'm gonna wait until I get tagged." This is where he does get tagged in by the Butcher. What's the Butcher? Yeah, this is where they started double stomping him and going to their corner in the bottom right. This is where we got Kip Sabian start hitting some punches and strikes, and then even a big forearm right into the jaw of Trent Beretta, right in the upper right side. This is where he Irish whipped him to the bottom left side. But this is where Trent Beretta counter him instead. This is where he hits him with a body drop. This is where we got Trent Beretta sends him right into his corner in the top left. This is where he tags in Orange Cassidy. This is where he did a double shoulder tackle onto the guy. This is where they hilariously shook each other's hands. This is where we got Orange Cassidy gently pinned down Kip Sabian once they got him down, but he only got a 2.5. This is where we got Kip Sabian went right into the right side corner. This is where Orange Cassidy's like, "Okay, while you're chilling over there, I'll be chilling in the middle over here with my hands in my pockets. What's the point of bringing these dogs out?" But this is where we got Kip Sabian's like, "Oh no, you don't. I just cannot stand you putting your hands in your pocket. This don't make no sense." This is where we try to kick Orange Cassidy right in the midsection. This is where we got Orange Cassidy ducks out of the way. This is where he trips him right over. This is where he ducks out of the leapfrog that Kip Sabian has. This is where Orange Cassidy trying to charge him, but he gets dodged out by Kip Sabian. He went right in the left side. This is where he went for try to go for some kind of a roll up onto Kip Sabian. But he just flip him right down, go for a pin, but he only got a 2.6 or 7. But this is where Kip Sabian tried to go for a pin, but this is where Orange Cassidy kicks out of it. This is where he goes. This is where he got him in some kind of a arm lock, with him sitting in the snapmare position until he flips him over into a pin. But this only got a 2.4 count. This is where we got Orange Cassidy go for a flying head scissors and DDT, and he kicked back up afterwards. But this is where he gets he gets manhandled by what's his name, the Butcher. Gets manhandled by the Butcher as soon as he got tagged in. This is where the Butcher and picks him back up and then knees him right in the back like if he was a sack of potatoes. But this is where no, he didn't got tagged in. He I think he missed him like when Kip Sabian rolled out of the ring. But this is where the referee saw this and knew this. This is where he's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be in there. This is where he counting him out of there like till the count of 5, or they would have been DQ'd. This is where Kip Sabian starts stomping on Orange Cassidy right into that corner, like in the bottom left, and then he sent him in the upper right corner. Like it's where he slams him back first. It's where Kip Sabian was like, I got you right where I was. Anyway, Kip Sabian did his pose like, I am still your. What they call him? I'm not sure what they call him. I guess he's some kind of a cruiser punisher, I guess you could call him. But this is where he'd send Orange Cassidy back to the bottom left corner side in the diagonal corner. Well, he slammed his back first. This is where he tried to go for a pin, but it only got a 1 even count because the referee saw Orange Cassidy had his arm on the rope. This is where he tags in the Butcher. This is where he was continuing to. I mean, this is where he started hitting his beating onto the former, not North American, International Championship. And this is where Orange Cassidy got back on his feet after getting beaten by the Team Butcher and Blade. This is where he tags in. This is where he tags in. What's his name? Trent Beretta. He started going on a rampage himself, no pun intended, by going after what's his name? Butcher and then Kip Sabian. And so he gotta go for a snapdragon suplex, but he gets elbowed by the Butcher. This is where it comes right to the right side. This is where Trent Beretta hits a big knee strike right to the face. And this is where Trent Beretta goes jumping right over on the top rope, hit a crossbody right onto the Butcher, start hitting right hands to the face. And I was like, no wonder Roderick Strong does not like Trent Beretta along with Orange Cassidy because he hits a signature move. This is where he sends Kip Sabian right on the top rope. This is where he drags him right off the top rope, hits a sliding a fatal suplex. This is where we got Trent Beretta hits a running knee. This is where he would have won sooner, like if it wasn't for that meddling. I must have been thinking of another spot, but anyway, Kip Sabian kicks out at 2.7. This is where Chuck Taylor was clapping on for his best friend stablemate. This is where we got what's his name? This is where we got what's his name? The Butcher then did a pump handle slam right on the Beretta. This is where we got. This is where Kip Sabian then got tagged in by his teammate. Well, then he got I'm not sure if he was the legal man because he was coming from the top left corner. This is where he did a diving double foot stomp on the Beretta, but this is where he got stopped, and he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling Orange that thinks he's freshly squeezed. But this is where we got the Butcher. Then Irish whipped him like shoulder first right onto, or not in the ring, but like throw him out of there over the bottom ropes. This is where we got Kip Sabian and the Butcher try to double team him and do another maneuver onto Beretta, but Trent Beretta knocked out. Excuse me. Knocked out. This is where he knocked out Kip Sabian. This is where he hits an exploder try to go for an exploder super, or more likely a German suplex, more like to what's his name, to the Butcher. This is where Orange Punch takes off his elbow pad, which I believe he was the legal man, and he hit his signature move that he will never hit on Super Ninja Austin ever in his wrestling career, which is the Orange Punch. This is where Oh no, it wasn't the illegal man. This is where he was helping out Trent Beretta after he hit the Kanoku driver right onto the Butcher, and this is where they got the 1-2-3, and they're gonna be moving on to the second round of this AEW Tag Team Championship tournament. And who thinks gonna win? Do you think it's gonna be these two that look kind of likely as favorites? Like ever since Orange Cassidy made a comment that he's not like he's no longer the champion, and that's very depressing. And maybe he can this bag since his bag still needs some championship gold that needs to be collecting, like right back. Like how like you thinking go for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Their brother Chucky T is still not active to compete in any matches, including tag team matches, especially ones with Trent Beretta. But let me know in the comments. Do you think it's these guys, FTR, or even John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli? Which my prediction, me personally, is going to be the Swiss Cyborg and the hardcore residential wrestler of AEW. Again, then again, it's only just my take on the matter. But let's move on to the next slide, which we got. This is where we got of the infantry. This is where we got an advertisement of the infantry, and I was thinking like, are they going to make their debuts in AEW? Like, only time will tell. Like, these guys are familiar and very popular, mostly familiar and popular from in their days in Ring of Honor as of late from the past months, and hopefully there's going to be some kind of the same popularity in All Elite Wrestling. But let me know in the comments down below about these two guys. And do you think they're going to be future AEW Tag Team Champions down the line? Let me know about that in the comments. But this is where we got. This is where we move on to the next slide. We got. This is where Renee Paquette asked for injury updates to Ruby Soho in a backstage interview about her. She's going to be able to compete in any foreseeable in the near future because he tore a few ligaments on his knee and just slowly and sadly was explaining this because she does not feel like she was comfortable. I mean, it seemed like she wasn't comfortable of explaining what's the injury of her latest boyfriend's from the attack and assault from Soraya's brother, which I keep forgetting his name, which I need to remember it like sooner rather than later, especially when he's starting to be more of a recognizable star along with his. But anyway, this is where we got Ruby Soho then continues saying like this whole. I think some of this whole feeling is somewhat my fault because I brought him into this situation. This whole thing is and then I said like how hurt and disappointed I was like in Saraya. Like it's past that. Like I'm not disappointed. I'm not hurt. Like I am very angry right now, and I completely hate you, Saraya. Like I want you to completely understand this. Like I thought you were just sad. Like we got you without me, but underneath all, deep down inside, Saraya, like you are a horribly bad person. That's what she basically called Saraya. Like, and she's like, I need you to completely understand something that you and your immigrant, you and your immigrant family, including your brother alongside you, are gonna get what's coming for you for attacking my man. And yeah, she's very angry. This is a side that we've never seen Ruby Soho before, and it seems like this is a side we do not want to see her as at all. But this is where we got Julia Hart versus Robin Renegade. We were trying to go, trying to get an easy victory over Robin Renegade, but let me tell you, it wasn't that easy. Like she may have let's say she gotten the victory, but it wasn't an easy task. Because this is where she grappled around with Robin, but Robin got her into a headlock position. This is where This is where she gets Irish whipped on the right side. This is where she ducks and slides down. This is where she trips over Robin, fell face first right onto the canvas. This is where she starts stomping on her face and her head and starts slamming her right in her head, which, yeah, some of y'all would say, like, that doesn't seem like it was too hard, but that's only because she got the easy advantages at first. But this is where Robin Renegade started hitting rights and left hands right on the Julia Hart, right when she had her right against the bottom left side turnbuckle. This is where this is where she started choking her, like right after she started hitting some lefts and rights on her midsection. This is where she started kneeing her right on her neck.